Lakuta's heart pounded in his chest. He had never been afraid of heights, but the thought of jumping off a cliff terrified him. But he knew that he had to do it if he wanted to save Asha. With a deep breath, Lakuta began to climb the rock. The climb was difficult, but Lakuta persevered. Finally, he reached the top. Lakuta looked down at the ground below. It seemed like a long way down. He took a step back from the edge of the cliff and closed his eyes. He thought of Asha and the love they shared. With a final surge of courage, Lakuta jumped. He fell through the air, the wind rushing past him. He closed his eyes and waited for the impact. For more videos like this, like, subscribe to our channel. In the heart of Kenya's Great Rift Valley, where the savanna stretched out under the African sun, the Maasai people whispered of a peculiar legend. They spoke of the Slender Man, a spectral figure who appeared to those in need of guidance in matters of the heart. It's said that he wandered between the acacia trees at dusk, his presence both eerie and comforting. Against this backdrop, a young Maasai warrior, Lakuta, found himself entranced by a beautiful village healer, Asha. Despite their different paths in life, he, bound by tradition and duty, she, by a calling to heal, their hearts beat as one whenever they stole moments beneath the vast, starlit sky. Their love was a secret whispered among the baobab trees, known only to the rustling wind and the wise old storytellers. But when Asha fell gravely ill with a mysterious ailment that even her herbal remedies could not cure, Lakuta turned to the legends of the Slender Man for answers. In his quest to save Asha, Lakuta must confront his deepest fears and venture into the wilderness where the Slender Man was said to dwell. As Lakuta searched for the elusive spirit, he discovered that the Slender Man was not merely a harbinger of fear, but a keeper of ancient wisdom and compassion. Through trials and tests of courage, Lakuta learned that true love transcends the boundaries of the human world and that sometimes, the greatest miracles are found in the most unexpected places. One evening, as Lakuta sat by the dying fire, lost in despair, he felt a presence behind him. Slowly, he turned, his heart pounding in his chest. There, standing in the flickering light, was the Slender Man. The figure was tall and thin, its body wrapped in a flowing robe. Its face was obscured by a veil, but its eyes shone with an otherworldly light. Lakuta felt a surge of both fear and awe. "Do not be afraid, Lakuta," the Slender Man said in a voice that seemed to come from the wind itself. "I am here to help you." Lakuta told the Slender Man about Asha's illness and his desperate search for a cure. The Slender Man listened patiently, and when Lakuta was finished, he said, "I know of a way to heal your beloved, but it will require a great sacrifice." The Slender Man explained that Asha's illness was caused by a curse that could only be broken by a true act of love. Lakuta must prove his love for Asha by willingly sacrificing something of great value to him. Without hesitation, Lakuta agreed. He would sacrifice anything to save Asha. The Slender Man led Lakuta to a nearby clearing. In the center of the clearing was a large rock. The Slender Man told Lakuta that he must climb to the top of the rock and jump off. Lakuta's heart pounded in his chest. He had never been afraid of heights, but the thought of jumping off a cliff terrified him. But he knew that he had to do it if he wanted to save Asha. With a deep breath, Lakuta began to climb the rock. The climb was difficult, but Lakuta persevered. Finally, he reached the top. Lakuta looked down at the ground below. It seemed like a long way down. He took a step back from the edge of the cliff and closed his eyes. He thought of Asha and the love they shared. With a final surge of courage, Lakuta jumped. He fell through the air, the wind rushing past him. He closed his eyes and waited for the impact. But the impact never came. Lakuta opened his eyes and looked around. He was standing on the ground, unharmed. He looked up and saw the slender man standing on the edge of the cliff. "You have proven your love for Asha," the slender man said. "Now, go to her and heal her." Lakuta ran back to the village and found Asha lying in her hut. He took her in his arms and held her close. "I love you," he whispered. Asha opened her eyes and smiled. "I love you too," she said. Lakuta leaned down and kissed Asha. As their lips met, a warm glow filled the hut. Asha's illness vanished, and she was healed. Lakuta and Asha lived happily ever after, their love a testament to the power of sacrifice and the enduring spirit of the slender man.